Hey, ¿qué pasa, chicanos y chicanas? I have started recording this video one time before, but somehow I deleted all the footage. So I'm doing it all over again. So my weather app is telling me that it's gonna rain today, so it's a good time to show you what can you do on a rainy afternoon in Bangkok. In like April, May, the rainy season starts here. So join me for a little walk around Bangkok, and I show you some alternative fun stuff you can do. First thing you need to do, always get yourself one of these before you head out. Good to have like a rain insurance in your bag. It's a little poncho and it costs like 10 baht. So a good place to start is right here on the MBK Center. Up here there's really good shopping, you can find cinemas, you can find arcade games, restaurants, and there's a lot to do here. And the reason we start here is because there is this overpasses all over the city and it stretches for a couple of kilometers. This overpasses goes through the whole center city of Bangkok. Inside all the shopping centers you can find cinemas, you can find bowling halls, you can find everything. So it's a good place to walk around and avoid the rain. One good thing to know about this area also is that in the back of MBK here, like 15 minutes walk, there is this area where it's very popular with the locals and you can find like great food and amazing like local bars and restaurants, and 2 times a month, every first Wednesday and last Wednesday of the month, down in the first floor there's free Muay Thai, so you can enjoy some fights if you don't have money to go to the big like Lumpini and Rajadamnern. Right in front of MBK you have Siam Discovery. There's a lot of good restaurants and good shopping in here also. You can pretty much walk through all these shopping centers to get to the other side. All of them connect to this overpass, so you can avoid the rain all the way down to Chitlom. So here you have walking from one shopping to the other one. On rainy days there's also like tents they put through this, so you never have to walk in the rain. So from the Siam Discovery you can walk through down to Siam Paragon, where you find amazing cinemas, bowling halls, good shopping, restaurants, and everything you could need to spend. You can actually spend the whole day inside there. This section is more for the younger people. You can find really cool stuff here. So this was the Siam Center. Next one is the Siam Paragon, and as you see here, it's still on the roof. Up here the overpass starts. So from here you can walk, and it's a couple of kilometers, and it stretches all the way to Chitlom. So if you want to get some steps in, it's a good way to avoid the rain. But we're walking through the Siam Paragon and then up to the overpass. It's actually my favorite mall. There's great places to eat here. Downstairs in the first floor there's there's like a big food court with cheaper food. If you want, you can get to all these restaurants around here that is really great, but a little more expensive. If you come with the kids, you have this sea life aquarium down in the basement. Every shopping mall has this food court, and this is where you find the best and cheapest food. But what I come for is on the top floor here. I'm going. The cinema in here in Siam Paragon is amazing. Apparently there is probably some famous actor coming in. It's full of people. And there's even bowling, karaoke and everything in here. And you can spend the whole day in here. Bring your kids, or if you just want to, go with your friends, have a cool night out, have a beer, do some bowling. It's a great place to come. They sell beers and everything inside also, so you can start your day here if you want. From here you can go to down to CentralWorld, where they have a lot of bars and restaurants, or go to the cinema if you have a date. Also, one thing that is good when you go to the cinema here, if you have a date or whatever, you want to make it a little cozier, you can actually pay for a sofa. You can order snacks and drinks and everything directly to the sofa. Like I said, all this shopping, all the biggest shoppings in the center city is connected by this overpass. And just on the other side from Siam Paragon, you can find Siam Square 1. This place is very popular for the younger locals. You can find a lot of students and stuff playing music and doing their stuff after school activities. They come here, they play some music, they put up their bands, and they do some shows. There's always something happening in this area, but it's always concerts and stuff for a younger generation. A good thing walking in this overpasses is also that you can avoid all the traffic. If you're walking on the street, many of the streets don't have any curbs to walk on, and you have to stop, and there's cars and tuk-tuks and motorbikes blocking the way, and so this is a much better way. So next stop from Siam Paragon is CentralWorld. If you're coming from Siam Paragon, this is the entrance to CentralWorld. In here, you have a lot of bars, restaurants, and a lot of good places. So why not make a pit stop here and have 1 or 2 beers, maybe grab some food, and continue into CentralWorld. I'm not gonna go through whole CentralWorld because it's huge.
Something I can hold, trippin', 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 trippin'. Something I can call my own, trippin', trippin', trippin'.
If you want to have a couple of drinks, it's a good place to come. And it's connected directly to the overpasses. You don't need to walk in the rain. And they have live bands, DJs and stuff inside also. Like I said, I'm not walking through CentralWorld because it's huge, and that's for a whole nother video. I can be there all day showing you stuff. So I'm just gonna show you the overpasses and the stuff you can do from here. As you can see, the traffic is horrible. So these overpasses are the best way to walk around in the city, even when it's not raining. Here you have Apple Store. It's one of the biggest Apple stores in Southeast Asia. In this little shrine down here, people come to show their appreciation and give thanks for the good things that happen to them. I also read that young Thai women or girls come here to ask and wish for a good husband. This is also a good place. You can come if you want to go to some nice restaurants, and of course a little pricey, but good ambience. So this overpass ends here in Chitlom BTS station. If it's still raining, you can just take the BTS here, like 2 stops, and you can continue the overpass in, from Masog all the way down to Prompong and EmQuartier and all the really good places. Or if you're lucky, stop raining for a bit, and you can take a little short walk to the next overpass. As you see here from the Chitlom BTS, it continues down to the next shopping where it ends. And if you're tired of walking around, you can always take a little detour from these overpasses, go down to the street, and you will always find really good restaurants all around. This overpass stretches for a couple of kilometers, so you can make a whole day just walking around here. Especially if you do some pauses and walk down to a couple of restaurants or have a beer here and there, do some shopping. But one good tip, if you're gonna do some shopping, normally what everyone does, they go to MBK and then do the whole shopping there. But lately, these past years, it's just become more and more kind of tourist attraction, and it's gotten more and more expensive. So I would recommend to, whenever you pass a street vendor and you see something you want, just buy it directly, because the probability that you will, find the same thing again is very small. And also don't leave your shopping for the last days, because you're gonna go mental just trying to search for the stuff you wanted, the stuff you have seen during your trip, and you're gonna have a hard time, because just searching for the stuff you want and going through all the malls, and you spend your last 2 days just having a brain rot trying to find your stuff that you want to shop. So buy your stuff at the local markets. Wherever you go, travel around, when you see stuff, buy it. And if you want to do some more shopping and you're in Bangkok, I recommend you go to the markets where the local goes, like Pratunam and places like that. The small local markets out from the center city. So right here at Sophie Hotel, after Sukhumvit 11, the new overpass starts. And this is where it starts to get really interesting. Because from here, like if you started in MBK and you go in all the way down to EmQuartier, you end up in a really good area. Because that's the place where there's a lot of really good like nightclubs and super, super cool places to go out. So right here you have Koreatown, so if you fancy some Korean food, this is the place to go. Right here in front of me we have the Terminal 21. It's a really good shopping center. On the top floor you will have the food court, and it's probably one of the cheapest ones, but you can find great food. You fill up this card, and with this card you just go around and tap it, and then you can get all sorts of Thai food. This is where the local Thai people that works in the offices and stuff around here also goes to eat their lunch. For you guys that want to end your walking tour here and maybe feel a little bit frisky or thirsty, you have Soy Cowboy just down here. So this is the newest shopping mall they have put here. It's huge. This is called Emsphere, and here you have amazing places, like amazing restaurants, and there's a lot of stuff to do here. Most of the newest, best nightclubs, they are built here in this area. So then you have the Emsphere, and then right across the street here you have another one. Yeah, and the best nightclubs are here, the best and the newest ones. If you've seen TikToks and YouTube videos about Bangkok, you've probably seen these nightclubs. This is also home for the newest and the only IKEA in the center city of Bangkok. I'm not gonna go into the nightclubs now because, you know, I'm poorly dressed, I'm sweaty, and it's way too early for that. A lot of the most famous restaurants in the world are situated here. For example, like Gordon Ramsay's pizza place, street pizza. I think I've seen one more Gordon Ramsay restaurant in here. Yeah, here's one more of Gordon Ramsay's places. Bread Street. Yeah, most of the stuff in here is overpriced. But if you want to splash around some money, and this is the place to go. We're starting to come to an end of this walking tour, but I'll show you one more place where there is amazing nightclubs. So this tent is very common that you find after the BTS stations to come into the shopping malls, so you don't need to walk in the rain. This is the EmQuartier, and on the other side is the EmQuartier, and this is where I'm ending this video. It's been a long walk, and inside here, EmQuartier, there's also great clubs. There's Escape. Also, that is really popular. So you take this elevator up to the top and you come up to the nightclubs. If you continue that way, after Phrom Phong, you come to Thong Lor and Ekamai. And the best clubs in Bangkok, hands down, are in that area. So that's all from me, amigos. Hope you have some use for this video, and hasta pronto.